have learned in session 1 that how to develop the like aspirations. We have our ideas, we have our own goals. To reach that we try a lot and we develop to get success in the goals which we have, isn't it? So in the same way, for every country, for every state, they have to reach their aspirations. So this is what we have learned in this lesson. How to compare different countries or states, our income and other goals. And then what else? What development promise different people different goals. These all things we have studied in last class. Comparison of two countries. And now public facilities. Public facilities also we have done. So how the government is helping the people. Like they are providing the public facilities to the people like PDS shops, government schools, government hospitals. These all are the one of the way of helping the people. So look at the data in table 3 and 4. Is Haryana as head of Bihar in literacy rate, etc., as it is in the terms of per capita income. So now children, page number 22. When we realize that even though the level of income is important, it is an inadequate measure of the level of development, we begin to think of other criterion. There could be a long list of such criteria, but then it would not be so useful. What we need is a small number of the most important things. Health and education indicators such as the ones we used in comparison of Kerala and Punjab are among them. Over the past decade or so, health and education indicators have come to be widely used along with income as a measure of development. Okay, for instance, Human Development Report published by United Nations Development Program UNDP compares countries based on the educational attainment of the people, their health status and per capita income. So these all we have studied in the last class. It would be interesting to look at a certain relevant data regarding India and its neighbors from Human Development Report. Okay, per capita income, it is calculated in US dollars for all countries so that one can compare. It is also done in the way so that every dollar would buy the same amount of goods and services in any country. Life expectancy at birth denotes the average expected length of life of a person at the time of birth. Literacy rate. The number of people aged 7 years and above who can read and write with understanding in any language per 100 members. HDI. HDI is nothing but Human Development Index. Stands for Human Development Index. Ranks in the above table are out of 189 countries in all. This is the details of the table which is given here. Table number 5. You can see some data regarding India and its neighboring countries for the year 2019. Country Sri Lanka, per capita income is in dollars 11.326. Life expectancy as birth is 75.5. Literacy rate is 92.6 and HDI is 76. And next is India. Per capita income is 6.386. Life expectancy of birth is 68.8. Literacy rate is 74.004 and HDI is 130. Then Pakistan. Per capita income is 5.331 and life expectancy at birth is 66.6. Literacy rate is is 150, 150. Next one is Myanmar 5.567. That is per capita income in dollars. Then life expectancy at birth is 66.7. Literacy rate is 93.1. And HDI, Human Development Index, is 148. Bangladesh per capita income is 3.677, 72.8, 61.5, 136. Nepal per capita income is 2.471. Life expectancy at birth is 70.6. Literacy rate is 64.7. HDI, Human Development India, is 149. Okay. This is what about table 5, and down it is given that per capita income is calculated in US dollars. Why it is calculated in US dollars? So that for all countries it can be compared. It is also done in the way so that every dollar would buy the same amount of goods and service in any country. Table 5 also shows that though Nepal has less than half the per capita income of India, it is not far behind India is educational level. In terms of life expectancy at birth, it is in fact ahead of India. So Nepal is listed very less, isn't it? Compared to India, Nepal is very less. Many improvements have been suggested in calculating HDI, and many new components have been added to the HDR, Human Development Report. But by prefixing humans to development has made it very clear that what is happening to citizens of a country, it is very important in development. People, their health and their well-being are most important for the development of the country. So the people and their health and their well-being are very important to develop the country. Development as progress over time. So what is the next topic which we are going to discuss, children? Development as progress over time. Some countries are ahead of others in terms of human development indicators. Some countries are far before and some countries are little back in developing of the human development. Similarly, some states have better indications of human development. Though within a state there may be variations. So some states are better indicators of the human development, but in the states only there will be the variation. Some districts may be more advanced than others. Some districts may be more advanced than the other states. Remember that comparison and ranks have little use by them. They are only useful if these indicators can make us think and in meaningful ways as to why are some behind the others. Low performance on any of the human development indicators is a sign that certain aspects of people's lives needs more attention than the others. Alternately, we could ask why are some ahead of others? Why some are the ahead of others? Say, why are many more children in Himachal Pradesh going to school on an average than in other states? To answer this, let us look closely at what has come to be called the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. It has some interesting insights to offer, particularly how so many factors need to come together to make change possible. Development is needed to a complex phenomenon. At the time of Indian independence, like most other states in India, Himachal Pradesh had very low levels of education. So at the time of independence, like other states, even Himachal Pradesh also very low level of education. Being a hilly region with low density of population in many villages, spread of schools particularly to the rural areas. As it is a hilly region with less population, less population in villages, spread of schools particularly to the rural areas appear to be big challenge. However, both the government of Himachal Pradesh and the people of the state were keen on access to better education. The Himachal Pradesh government and the people, they are very keen to develop their educational system. How to translate this aspiration to reality for all the children? So this is their main aspiration which they have to bring out to into the reality for the children of their state. The government started schools and made sure that education was largely free or cost very little for parents. At last what happened? The government has decided to start the schools where education should be free of cost or for very little parents. Further, it tried to ensure that these schools had at least the minimum facilities like teachers, classroom, toilets, drinking water, etc. So after that what happened? They tried to ensure some of the facilities should be there for the schools. So schools had at least the minimum facilities like the government of that state have decided to give the education for the children in the free of cost, and they wanted to see the minimum facilities like teachers, drinking water, classrooms, all these should be there. As the years went by, these facilities were improved and expanded. As the years were going on, these facilities are also improved and it has expanded. More schools were opened and teachers were appointed so that many more children could study easily. So like this, after the years of improvement, the more schools were opened and many teachers were appointed to give the education for the children. Of course, to open schools and run them well, the government had to spend money. So to get the education and to open the schools, what government has to do, children? They have to spend the money. Among the Indian states, Himachal Pradesh has the distinction of one of the highest spending from the government budget on education. So apart from the many states, Himachal Pradesh is the one of the states with the highest spending. They are spending much money from the government budget on education. Of each child in the year 2005, the average spending on education by the government in Indian states was rupees 1,049 per child. On the other hand, Himachal Pradesh was spending rupees 2,005 per child. So, whereas the other states in the Indian states, they are spending 1,049 rupees per child. 1,049 rupees per child. Whereas in Himachal Pradesh, they are spending 2,005 rupees per child. So, what happened, children? The budget of the Himachal Pradesh government has become high. The high priority on education paid off in an intensive survey on schooling done in 1996 and repeated in 2006, the surveyors noted. Students in Himachal Pradesh come to school enthusiastically on overwhelming